So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. We try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. We also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. And we begin to let go of attending to the outside world, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are. No need to investigate, constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. Beginning to concentrate that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation that accompanies the in-breath and the out-breath, and the space around the opening of the nostrils. Giving ourselves the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind. And then without judgment or frustration, to lift our awareness up from those distractions and to place it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then begin to recognize that you yourself have woken up yet again in a perfect human rebirth with all of its freedoms, all of its endowment. There are innumerable sentient beings who lack such freedom, such perfect inner and outer conditions to apply themselves toward a spiritual path, who aren't nearly so well positioned to achieve the results of those paths. So I think that doesn't characterize something that your life could be in the future when the better job arrives or there's more time, but that characterizes this moment, this day, in your own life. think almost that this creates a sense of responsibility, not to waste such a precious opportunity, to take full advantage of all of these leisures and endowments. Just because we possess them today doesn't mean they can't be lost. And finally, at the end of this life, they will be lost. So I think, given that I have everything that I need to make spiritual progress, I must apply myself, not for my own benefit, but primarily to be of benefit, to have the skills, the capacity to truly be of benefit. Creating that foundation is the purpose of our time. That motivation, we continue to explore the second noble truth, true origins, and true origins of unsatisfactory experiences. In particular, we are examining each of the 6 brute delusions, these states of mind that give rise to destructive karma. It's keeping us trapped in the cycle of suffering. The final 2 of these 6 are deluded doubt and wrong views. And what's unique about both of these is that they can be structural elements of the mind. They're not reactive, like attachment, like hatred, like pride. They can be fixed perspectives that we bring to our experiences. They operate as features of the mind rather than reactions. So without addressing that unstable foundation, and whatever we build on top will be subject to that shaky foundation. So we begin with deluded doubt. Deluded doubt is a mind that is too pointed. It wavers. It's unable to pick a direction. The mind holds 2 incompatible positions at once. Perhaps enlightenment is real. Perhaps it is a fiction. Perhaps karma is real. Perhaps it is a fiction. The conditions to make spiritual progress can never assemble. The mind remains on the threshold perpetually. This mind that wavers with regard to the 4 noble truths, the 3 jewels, Mind that cannot settle is fragmented. So think in your own life, where do you notice this kind of wavering? What aspects of the teachings do you partly accept and partly dismiss? It's also necessary to distinguish deluded doubt from inquiry. The path to liberation is founded upon investigation, discernment. This is a virtuous mental factor. It moves toward objects with an intent to understand them. Deluded doubt is indecision. It functions as resistance. It's not seeking resolution, but simply holding two positions simultaneously. Landing on a position requires commitment, change, effort. But we can find comfort in indecision. Virtuous inquiry is directed. It asks questions with the genuine intent of reaching an answer. It engages reason, examines evidence, and moves toward understanding. And this is required in the spiritual path. So try to give rise to an understanding in your practice that a doubt can become a stopping place, too pointed, or it can become a question, a genuine investigation. trying to give rise to a determination to move deluded doubt into honest inquiry. And next, we will begin to examine wrong view, of which there are 5 types. The first type of wrong view is called the view of the transitory collection. This is the root of wrong views. This view grasps at the aggregates in the different parts of body and mind as constituting a real, permanent, independent, self-existent, inherently existent I. There is a conventional I that engages in actions, has memories and thoughts. But the view of a solid, partless, unchanging self, one that is owner of body and mind, that exists from its own side, completely independent of the coming together of causes and conditions, parts. That I is the false I. Holding on to that is the view of the transitory collection. Try to recognize your own transitory collection, the parts of the body and the mind that do exist conventionally. Your name, your position in society, your roles imputed upon the coming together of body and mind. And think on the basis of the first deluded view, observing the aggregates, the transitory collection as being inherently existent, permanent, unchanging. Then we give rise to the second wrong view called extreme views. These are the views of either eternalism or nihilism. If we hold the view of eternalism, then we hold that the essential core of the self is immune to impermanence. A sense of security, resistance to the recognition of death, recognition of the dissolution of this constructed self. The other extreme is nihilism, holding the view that the self is completely annihilated at death. No continuity, no consequences. A view that removes any weight of responsibility from the mind, from what happens after death. Think in your own mind, which extreme do you tend toward? A clinging to permanence, holding tightly to continuity of identity, and we're dismissing consequences. And then begin to reflect on whatever insights have arisen during these contemplations and recognize that the antidote is wisdom. Try to give rise to a strong determination to grow in the direction of wisdom in your practice. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. We'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in your mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy, for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war, conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.